Hello,
Hi,
everyone. Happy Halloween.
Ooh.
It's nice to see some of our favorite ghoul friends here today.
Thank you for joining us on this Saturday. Before we start, we're just going to let everyone kind of trickle in. Let us know where you're coming from. We love to know. We are coming from Astoria, Queens, New York.
Yes.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Dennis.
And we're known as the Crafty Lumberjacks.
Yes. Thank you to Michaels for having us. Thank you to Fiskars for having us. Halloween is one of our favorite holidays, so we're just happy to hang out with you and show you a project that you can boo it yourself.
Yes, and actually yeah, that was good. This is actually our last Halloween class we're doing with Michaels, so it's pretty special. There's only 15 days until Halloween, so if you haven't started crafting or decorating, there's still so much time, but it is crazy how quickly this month is just like flying by.
Yes, we have Texas in the house, Colorado, Rhode Island, California, Fort Myers, Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh, we've been to a lot of those places.
Yeah, we've been to a lot of those places. Well, welcome, everybody.
Yes.
Before we get started, we're going to be using a handful of different materials today, but we want to show off. We're doing a giveaway on our Instagram. We are known as the Crafty Lumberjacks. You can follow us there. And actually, the giveaway is closed.
But it's not closed for you since you are here right now. So to join, all you have to do is go to our Instagram page and just tag a friend, and then you will be entered into the giveaway. Oh, and follow us too. That would be really great.
Yes. And we're giving away these awesome party kits that Fiskars just came out with. These are great for beginners. They're great for skilled crafters, hobbyists. They really have everything in a kit to make your party planning easier. And now that things are getting better, you know, we're having more smaller gatherings and stuff. So these are the perfect accessories for your parties.
Yeah, so we're giving away 5 different kits. And what's really great about these, like Dennis said, these are really great for all skill levels, and they make really great gifts. One of our favorite features about them is they have a QR code right on each box. So if you don't really know what to do with the stuff, you can get inspired, use the QR code, and it goes to the Fiskars site, which has tons of different inspiration projects and how-tos, which is just really great.
Because I'm still so fascinated about these QR codes. I never think they're going to work. And sure enough, I tried it right before the class. I was like, oh my gosh, these things
I was actually going to
cute.
say, like, taking a picture of these for our Instagram was actually kind of tricky.
Okay.
That's our cat. He's making it.
On a bag. Okay. Sorry, our cat was stuck on a bag.
But these are really, really great. So they're all different themes. We're going to be using tools from these today. So you can sign up and you can possibly win. Also, with that, you also will get an orange handled pair of scissors. These are OG, but they also have, if you start seeing these, they're coated in black. And what that means is that they are non-stick. So if you're cutting vinyl, tape, contact paper, these will not get stuck. I know, like, a lot of times,
or even like a Velcro, like I feel
with
we
like
use
that
Velcro,
heavy adhesive. Yeah, so these are really, really great, and these are actually popping up in Michael's stores, so like that's really great. So if you don't win, you can still grab these as well.
Yeah,
all right.
Someone said hi to Teddy. Yes, that's our cat, Teddy Kruger. Maybe he'll pop up here later.
Probably.
But today we're going to be crafting mini vintage style treat boxes. So cute. We're going to be focusing on the pumpkin today.
But we made 2. And
you can also make a cat. You know, but again, this is to inspire. If you're crafting along with us, let us know. This is kind of a mindless but time-consuming project.
Right.
So we might be kind of moving ahead, but don't feel like you can't chime in and say, hey, slow down, or hey, I have another question. I'm watching the chat. I know Holly's watching the chat. So feel free to kind of jump in. Let us know if you're crafting with us. Maybe you can show off your project as we go.
Yeah, that's a great thing. We have our friends from Fiskars here. So if you have specific questions that maybe we don't know, we've been using the tools for years, so we can answer a lot of questions. But if you have specifics, they are here to answer them. But do let us know if you're crafting along today. Let us know, because like Dennis said, you know, we kind of want to keep it moving, but we want to make sure everyone's kind of going forward.
So we're going to start with our pumpkin.
Yes.
For our structure of our box, we're using cake boxes. These are found at Michael's in their terrific baking aisle. But you know, you don't have to use something. We're big crafters that say use what you have, you know. So you can also use a cereal box.
Yes.
You can use cardboard. You can use cardstock. Whatever you have, feel free to use in your home just to get crafty and creative. And then what we did was we found some clip art online. That's how old we are. We still use clip art.
The internet for clip art.
Yes. And that's actually where we found our little cat design here. And our pumpkin, which we already printed out and cut out. just so that I can trace it onto my box.
Yes, and I think a really good tip is when you are looking for a shape, find something that really is simple, because a lot of the detail is going to get lost in the fringe that we're making. And as you can see, it's a 3D box. So the first step is Dennis is going to cut out the front and the back and then the sides. And Kelly, I'm actually going to switch over to the other camera just so everyone can see.
Yes. All right, so we're going to start just tracing our clip art here, really easy on our little cake box. And I'm going to try to avoid where there's any folds, just because that will help keep your structure nice and sturdy. You know, we are not going to break these piñatas. We're just going to kind of make them because they're too cute to break.
They're too cute.
They are too cute.
And we'll have a little flap. So if you want to add treats to them and give it as a gift, you can easily do that, and you can just shake out the treats. And we're also going to add some confetti to them too, just, you know, for a little extra detail.
Pizzazz.
Who doesn't love that? Yes, pizzazz. Now, if you are crafting along, or if you're crafting with a child or someone younger, a really good tip is just focus on the front. You don't need to make this 3D. I used to teach, and I would do this craft all the time just as a flat front, and it's really great for decorations. You can make it as a card, so you could just focus on that just to save time, just so you don't fall behind.
Thank you. We had one person enter the giveaway. Thank you.
All right.
You are entered. So, and then of course I'm going to be using my Fiskars OG orange handle scissors to cut these out. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And you know, Andrew and I were talking earlier before the class started that I feel like we get so wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of the holidays and buying and decorating and shopping, and we kind of forget about these moments that are really the important moments of just kind of slowing down, being with your family, your friends, having activity, making something together, you know, and creating new traditions. And I love kind of that we're in this crafty life right now, because it's a nice reminder to ourselves and to everyone else that there's so much more than just buying stuff, you know?
Yeah, totally. And I think there is this, you know, I think everyone's feeling this, a little bit of nervousness this year about like being able to find stuff for the holidays. So it's a really great time to think, oh, you know, maybe I'll craft more this year instead of buy more. Maybe I will take time. Oh, here's Teddy Kruger. This is our cat.
He loves the cat one.
Maybe take more time to create instead of buy, you know, make
yes,
those
because,
memories.
Yes, that's the important things, you know. New tradition. How fun would it be to have like every, you know, October 30th, you get your family together and you either carve pumpkins or you have a craft night, or you're making piñatas or wall decor, you know, something. And every year you look back and you say, oh, I remember that night. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Bobby got sick. No, I'm just kidding.
So Dennis is just cutting out the front and the back, and you can see he's not really taking too much time making it perfect. You just want to cut it out, and then he's going to cut out the strips for the sides. Now, I believe the strips for the sides are what, about 1.5 inches wide?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm cutting like very oddly today. I should have done my hand stretches. You know, I used to do mime in college.
Hi, Carol. Thanks for entering the giveaway.
And we would have like 10 minutes of warming up our fingers. I have to remember that next time.
Wow, yeah, you got to warm up those cutting fingers.
I know, right? My gift. I'm a hand model. And now I'm just going to cut off the strips for the side of our little treat box here. And I love to use my paper cutter because it's all here. It's a grid. Everything is there. Yes. And we're going to be cutting about 1.5 inch strips. But of course, cut what you want because it's your piñata. You can make it as thick as you'd like, as thin as you'd like.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I just find 1.5 inches is perfect for what we need here.
Yeah, I think a good tip is like thinking about what you're going to put inside it. If you are going to use this as an actual box, then thinking about that, if you want something big inside, make it thicker, just so everything actually fits. Oh, I missed the info on how to join the giveaway. No problem. So all you have to do is go to our Instagram, and you will see the post of the craft we're making today. And then all you have to do is follow us and tag a friend, and you'll be entered.
Teddy got scared when
I saw that.
I saw that. Teddy, if anybody has any animals, we'd love to hear about your pets and if they like to get crafty with you, because our cat loves to get crafty with us. And when I say that, he more likes to get in the way of our crafting, where he'll, you know, kind of sit on all of the materials that we need.
Yes, yes.
And we're like, could you not
He
sit on our
loves,
stuff?
yes.
All right. So now we have our structure cut. So I have my pumpkins here. And you could give them a check. They should basically line up.
Yeah.
You know, and then
good.
this is going to be the border. I'm going to start putting my pieces together here.
That's
and
great.
for that, we're using masking tape.
And, you know, Dennis was saying you can use so many different materials for this, but what we like about the cake box or a cereal box is basically the same, is that it's bendable. So it's going to make these curves like really easy to do. If you are using something a little stronger, like a actual cardboard box, what you can do is take a craft knife and then score the edges lightly, and that will help bend the cardboard.
Yes, and actually I'm going to start here. I'll try to show it towards the camera.
Okay.
At the top of the stem here, and I'm just going to put a little piece of masking tape there.
To just hold it?
Yeah, just to hold it in place and kind of follow the structure to build it up.
Yay,
you know?
Thanks for entering the giveaway. Oh my gosh. And as you can see, Dennis is just folding. He's following the edge of the pumpkin and he's just folding it so it, you know, it fits the stem at the moment.
And again, it doesn't have to be pretty because this is going to be the inside.
Yeah, and really don't worry about it because the fringe, again, is going to cover so much of it.
Yes.
So it's really, even if right now it's like, oh, it's looking a little wonky, don't worry, you won't notice.
Yes, and even like there might be holes or gaps, that's okay. You know, we always say it's not about the end product, it's about the process. It's about kind of just making it work, designers, and getting the job done and doing what you have to do, and enjoying the process, you know?
Now, Dennis, while you're doing that, I'm gonna do some tape for you.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, like we said, this is a little bit of a time-consuming craft, so we like to
pop on our favorite holiday movies. We love to see, you know, Beetlejuice is one of our favorites. We haven't been able to watch yet, but I know we will get there.
Yes. Does anyone have a favorite Halloween movie they like to watch this time of year?
Every year.
I'm assuming there's going to be a Hocus
Pocus
Pocus lover, you know.
Oh yes, Hocus Pocus is huge, and actually I think they're filming a second Hocus Pocus. The Wizard of Oz, oh my gosh, you know, Cowardly Lion is my doppelganger. And I've played him like on stage, but I always feel like I'm the real life Cowardly Lion because I get so shy in all these places. And of course, as soon as I get past it, I'm a chatty Cathy.
Yeah, that's true. Here we go. Does anyone else like to do this? I set some aside right on there and you can just pull it off. It's nice to have a craft assistant, isn't it?
Absolutely.
But it's not necessary.
Nightmare Before Christmas, yes, aka the wedding video. I love Beetlejuice too. Always watched it as a kid. Yes, Beetlejuice is so good. And actually, they recently did a Broadway production of Beetlejuice, and it's really good. It's very different from the movie. Of course, they still do Dale, Dale.
Dennis just really wanted to do that.
I just wanted to do it. But it was really good. And of course, just to see those iconic characters on stage live in front of you, singing and dancing, really fun.
It was really fun.
Okay, now I'm getting to my last piece here of my, you know, border. And I'm just going to take another one. I like to overlap just a hair, just a smidgen, and give it a little piece of tape there. And continue around the box. Yeah, I guess essentially we're making like a little box.
Yeah, we're literally making a box.
Addams Family, yes, with Joan Cusack.
I love it. And the new movies are pretty cute too.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Which ones? Oh, Addams Family, yes. We actually watched that with our niece and nephew. It was really cute.
It was really cute.
Chucky married October 30th.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
That's Pocus. Sorry. Oh, we got you. We got you. All Cusacks are great. We actually met Joan Cusack Kelly in Chicago. She actually has a little store, and we went to her store. My aunt was like, "Oh, you got to go to Joan Cusack's store. It's like a little gift shop." I wonder if it's still there.
Probably. I mean, I would hope so. It was filled with so many cute things.
Yes, and Joan was actually on the ladder, like stocking the shelves, and we were like, "Joan Cusack! Oh my God, we love you!" And we freaked out. I fangirled.
And she couldn't have been nicer.
She was so sweet. She's like, oh.
You could tell she was not really like expecting. I'm sure she's always kind of expecting, but she was not like, you know.
Right.
It was very sweet. So as you can see, the shape is really, it's taking shape.
It is taking
Was that
shape.
a sentence?
Yes.
I don't really know. The shape is really taking shape.
Yes, and we're going to get to some of the party kit tools in just a bit. This is kind of the tedious part. Again, Andrew mentioned doing just kind of like a flat version of this, which I think would be just as adorable.
Just do this. You really don't need to do everything.
Okay, here we go. And now what's going to happen here is I'm going to leave a little flap open.
Yeah, this way you can add your treats to it.
Correct.
Sorry, I stopped giving you tape.
Yeah, you stop. Did you guys make your Halloween shirts? No. Oh my gosh. This is from a company online. They have all kinds of Halloween shirts.
Yeah, that's
fun. Based on movies, on just kind of vintage vibes.
We own a lot of Halloween shirts, almost as many flannels as we do shirts.
Yes. Okay, and now for this, I'm gonna just cut off a little piece here with my OG scissors. I'm actually just gonna tape it to this other piece. Again, designers make it work.
Yeah. Again, this is like you're not gonna see it.
And we're gonna leave this little flap open.
Yes, that's how we're gonna add our treats and confetti in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So now you get the idea. So now we're just going to do the same thing with our pumpkin on top. Just add little bits of pieces of the masking tape to kind of close our box, still with the little flap there so that we can close it later.
Yeah. And I think the only difference with this is you're going to add the tape to the outside.
Correct.
Right?
Yes. And I'm even going to go back here. I see there's a little spot. I'm just going to touch it up just so it doesn't pop off on me or anything like that.
Yeah. Do you want me to kind of close this up while you start the fringe?
Sure. Yeah, you want me to start the fringe?
Sure.
Okay. We should have poked a hole.
Let me do that right now.
Yes. We actually, one of the party kits comes with a little hole punch, which is great if you're making like banners or anything like that.
This is one of my favorite hole punches. Hi, Teddy. Because it's a small hole punch. It's not the standard size. So this is really great to thread any thread through.
Thread any thread.
So I'm going to actually just take it right here and punch it. And Dennis was right. We should have done this first.
Yes, but I think you can just rip off a little piece and then.
You're so right. That's also crafting is a journey. It's not perfect every time. That's why we always love a good craft fail, because we're all just kind of, even remaking a craft, you kind of forget as you go, but that's okay. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to punch it right here. We're going to use that to just thread a little piece of baker's twine a little later.
Yes, that's great. Thank you, Kelly. Yes, this video will be available on Michael's YouTube channel in about 48 hours. If you need to revisit something or if you just want to watch and hang out, it will be up. They upload them pretty frequently and pretty quickly, rather.
Yeah.
And then, of course, if you ever make anything and you want to share it with us, please use the hashtag #MakeItWithMichaels. This way we can see it, see your projects. Even if it's not this project, we still like to kind of go down a whole, hey,
thanks, Kelly.
We go down like a journey of just looking through everybody's projects. We love to see what everybody's making, because we get a lot, people are like, where do you get your inspiration from? And honestly, it's from other makers and creators like you. We get inspired by what we're seeing everyone else do.
And I was going to say, we get inspired by a lot of people who don't consider themselves like makers, like, maybe you don't have an Instagram account that focuses on creating. That's okay. I feel like some of the most creative people are people who don't consider themselves creative.
Yes, I'm always shocked. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, you're incredible.
Now I'm going to use one of my favorite tools that Fiskars has. This is the gift wrap cutter. It doesn't look like much. You might actually think it's like a curler or something for your hair, but it's not. This is actually a gift wrap cutter, small, compact. This can cut through your paper when you're wrapping, and it can curl your ribbon, and it's just so easy to use. And actually, I'm going to use this to cut our tissue paper. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use, and it's also very lightweight.
Yeah, I love this. This is a really great tool. I'm always thinking of like when kids craft with adults. This is a great tool to use with kids because you can't get hurt by it. Like the blade is hidden.
But it is Halloween. So I might hurt him. No, just kidding. Never. That's yours.
The suspense.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. If we want to switch, perfect. Thank you.
And I will tell you the tip, like the trick is, because it is meant specifically for wrapping paper, is to have it nice and taut. So if you're working with a kid, you can also help by just holding the tissue paper a little taut, and that will help.
Yeah, so we're using this ombre tissue paper that Michael's has, but of course you can use whatever tissue paper you want.
Yep.
And one of our tips or tricks is to not open it fully. You know, we're gonna need a lot of fringe here, so you wanna kind of keep it together because it'll be easier to work with as we go. So we're just gonna cut, I know we said the orange, but I guess I'll do a little yellow.
Sure, we can make it a little different.
Okay, so here, so simple to use. You just hold it like this, and you just score. You're gonna hold it a little.
I'm gonna hold it.
So, and again, this is really made for wrapping paper.
Let's move it around.
Oh, sorry. Of course, it wasn't on the camera, but. And it's so easy. And we're just gonna cut about a few pieces of tissue paper strips about, what would you say that is? Like an inch wide?
Yeah, and I mean, look how many this cut through. Oops, this cut through like 15 pieces.
Yes. But you're really going to want to keep that together because
it'll just make the fringe
make it easier, right? Yes. And we're just going to go along here. We always like to cut more than we'll probably need, but again, tissue paper is fairly inexpensive. And of course, you don't have to use tissue paper. You can use
yeah, Teddy. You can use cardstock.
Teddy, we love you.
Nothing distracts us more than our cat.
He's such a ham. He's such a character.
Come here, you little
cutie. Actually, Teddy's pretty famous. He's been on TV. He's in a lot of social videos. You know, so it's gone right to his head. He's such a diva.
He is such a diva.
And now that we have some of these cut, I'm going to use my orange scissors there. Or actually, you like to use the smaller ones, right?
I like to use the orange ones for this one. I like to use the smaller ones for the detail.
Okay.
The details,
as Meryl Streep would say. Oh, I love candy corn tissue paper. Yes, it's so cute.
Oh, isn't it so cute?
I've always been curious how to make a piñata. Yes, it's so easy. But again, it is a little time consuming.
Yeah.
And we're just going to cut in some fringe. And you just want to cut about, what would you say, 1/4 of an inch strips. But of course, you don't want to cut all the way through. You want to leave a little area. Lip. Yeah, a little lip. And just make your way through. Again, if you're crafting with your kids, you know, this is a part you can help them with.
But it's also really great to have them practice their cutting skills. It's really important. So this is a really nice repetitive activity for them to work on their cutting skills and work on not cutting all the way through, which can be tricky sometimes.
Yes, even for us. All about that self-control.
Yes.
Which I've lost over the years. We also have some Halloween trivia we're going to get to in a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's a Halloween party up in here.
Is anyone crafting with us? I think we asked this before, but I don't know if I read it. Did you read anything about that?
I did not see. Yes. Oh my gosh. Margaret Rooks. Thank you, Margaret. How fun. Are you making a pumpkin? Are you making a cat, a ghost, a witch?
Margaret, you just let us know if you need us to explain something a little more as you go.
Oh my gosh. I'm crafting with my 7-year-old son. Love to hear it. I'm making a ghost. Great. Yes. You know, anytime I think of a ghost now, I think of the Snapchat ghost. Oh, I don't know why.
Why don't you tell everyone what your Halloween costume was when you were younger?
Okay, when I was younger, you know, I was a glamour child, and I wanted of the 80s, and I wanted to be a tap dancing ghost. That's what you want to be. That's what you will be.
I think it's so
and what
creative.
They did, I got
okay,
and then I wore like a glittery top hat. And I was a tap dancing ghost. That was it. That was my costume.
I mean, that's very tap dancery.
Yeah. And it was a nice way to just hide from all the other children that I didn't want to deal with.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. That's why I was like, I don't want to see these kids.
That's really creative. I love that.
But of course, I was a bunny rabbit. I was a cowardly lion several years. My dad was a cowardly lion too.
Aww.
Someone actually said they might do a a Wizard of Oz pinata, which I think would be really fun.
Oh my gosh.
Because you can have so much variety there. You can do the Ruby Slippers, you can do Emerald City, you can do Dorothy, you can do any of the characters.
Yes, I was gonna say this is such a great craft too, not just for Halloween, but any time of year. You could do a turkey or just a Thanksgiving pumpkin.
Yeah, Valentine's Day, a little heart would be so cute to add to your holiday decor.
Yeah, very simple.
You can do an Easter egg, would be really fun.
A snowman for Christmas.
Yes, a snowflake.
Yes.
Just for winter.
Totally.
Should we keep going, or that's enough?
I need more. You could do Mount Rushmore for President's Day.
Oh my gosh, that would be epic! Like a Mount Rushmore, but larger than life. Amazing, amazing. I'm going to give you my first trivia question. Let me see here. Let me try to get to it.
All right, and while you do that, I'm going to show. So I just finished this box. I was working away. And it's nice. It feels pretty sturdy. You do want to be careful when you do it. You don't want to push it too hard. We did have our cat step on it, and it was okay. But you know, but how cute is that? And it stands on its own. So this is such a cute decoration. You know, just to have it somewhere special.
Yes, I love that. Out of which vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns originally made? If you know the answer, write it in the chat. The question again is, out of which vegetable were jack-o'-lanterns originally made? Anybody know? Don't Google it. I will know if you Google it. Turnips, gourd, turnip. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, any other guesses? Yes, the answer is, oh, honeydew, that'd be cute.
Oh, that would be.
But the answer is turnips.
Yes.
Who knew?
I did.
I know, actually Andrew knew. Good job, everyone. Congratulations. If you would like to enter our giveaway, you can go to our Instagram.
Yes. You won't win anything from these trivia questions today, but you can enter the giveaway for sure.
I lost the chat though now. I never know how to work this stuff. Okay, honeydew, turnip. Yes, the answer was turnip. Okay, and for our next, or we can start the adding the tissue paper. And
yeah, why don't we start adding the tissue paper?
Sure. So now we're going to start layering our fringe right on our little pumpkin here. And we're going to be using a glue stick. Of course, you can use double-sided tape, craft glue. I find a glue stick is easier because it's not as messy.
Yeah.
You know, it's easier to control. And we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up to the top.
Yes, because if you start from the top and work from the bottom, your fringe is going to get covered every time you add another layer.
Yeah, and actually, before I do that, I'm actually going to add just full pieces to the bottom.
I love that.
So if Andrew, you would cut some.
Of course.
And make them a little larger then. Let's try to find.
Hey. Oh my gosh.
Is anyone dressing up for Halloween this year?
How's that?
And what are your costumes?
Oh my gosh, our little baby. I'm so sorry.
I know, he just wants to.
He just wants to lay.
You know, and actually, we were coming up with this adoptiversary. We got him around this time for Halloween. And, you know, we go full out in our apartment. And when we adopted Teddy, he ran under the couch right away for a day. And then when he came out, he looked around this apartment like, where am I? And what is this?
I just saw a comment. Someone said, I'm trying to get my son to dress up as Beetlejuice. I think that is great.
Yes.
I love that.
So Teddy loves Halloween. It's his favorite holiday, other than Christmas, of course.
Oh,
and you see, I'm just adding a little bit of glue to the box and just kind of gluing this. Again, you won't really see the bottom of the pinata. You can kind of see the one we have finished here. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
Just, but you know, once the fringe is on there, you don't see that. And actually, we'll probably display these rather than, you know, breaking them or anything. Yeah. So then it could just sit flat and you have something covering the bottom. I just love Teddy. I'm going as the Shining Twins. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so great. If there wasn't such a height difference with us, I think we could do the Shining Twins, but no one would believe we're twins.
But people always ask us about what?
I was gonna say, sometimes we joke that we should be twins from the movie Twins.
Yes, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Yes. Anybody know that one? Oh, they said the cat's annoying, but in the best way.
Aw.
Marina, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to dress up as the Wicked Witch of the West.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to start adding our fringe again, starting from the bottom.
Yes.
A lot of Wizard of Oz fans in here. I love that. And actually, I think, was it your sister has never seen?
No, she's never showed her kids.
She doesn't show the kids for some reason.
She got scared as a kid.
I'm like, please. And I'm just going to start layering my fringe. And I'm just going to work on the one side, but you kind of get the idea. You want to kind of go all the way around, and you can just kind of overlap. Little bit of glue. And just glue, and then continue around the back.
Yeah, but for time's sake, we're not going to do the whole thing, but it really is so forgiving. So even if it's looking a little all over the place, as you go, it really just it all comes together, which is really nice.
Sorry, I keep pulling this out of the camera.
I can take the camera if you want.
So again, working in layers. So now I'm going to add my second layer here. I'm going to look for more. Now I'm trying to create like an ombre effect.
And when you add your glue, you want to add it slightly on top of the fringe that you cut on the part that you actually didn't cut. And then you will lay it just slightly above it.
Oops. This tissue paper has a front and back.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to be Zombie Faith Hill doing the Sunday Night Football song.
Oh my God. That's pretty funny.
See, and just kind of layer as you go. Another little glue. So, you know, if you want to cut out time, of course you can make larger fringe. You can make smaller fringe if you want to cut out. You see what we did there? You know, but again, it's really, once it's kind of all layered, it really just kind of has a life of its own. And really all those little pieces just kind of blend away. You know, you can kind of see in this one here. Yeah. Same deal.
It just adds this really nice texture.
Yes.
So Dennis, you're going to continue with that. And then I'm going to start kind of working on the face. Is that good?
Sounds good.
So I'm going to kind of put it so we're partially over here.
A lot of people ask us, for couples costumes ideas, and our tip is always just to kind of play off of your physical attributes. You know, so Andrew and I, Andrew's the tall, I'm the small, I'm a little rounder, Andrew's a little you know, slimmer. So we always try to think of characters that kind of play into that. Yes. So like a Bert and Ernie, or like a Silent Bob.
Yes.
Jay and Silent Bob, or Sonny and Cher. You know, but we'll see.
So while Dennis is doing that, I'm going to show you these confetti punchers, which are some of our favorites, Dennis. I'm just going to kind of clean up this space a little bit.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. I'm just going to like put it right over here.
By the cat.
By the cat, yeah. I love that. So they have a ton of these different style confetti punchers. And what's great about these is that every time you punch them, you get a handful, which is really nice because then it's less punching. And there's actually a heart one too, but I didn't pick it for that because I don't know. I don't think of hearts when I think of Halloween specifically.
What if it's like a zombie heart?
Oh, well, that's cute. I love that. But I'm going to show you the way I like to.
The heart of you know, not a werewolf. Yeah, the heart, not a werewolf. What is the
Dracula.
One that yes, Dracula.
Yes. And what I was going to say is we love confetti punchers because they're really, really versatile. So we're going to be filling our pinatas with these and other treats. But what we love about these too is if you're throwing a party, we love these as table scatter. Just anywhere you can add a little flourish, it really does make a difference. So when I was looking for colors, I was specifically looking for colors that, you know, said Halloween to me, but also that just popped. So they would just kind of, if you shook out everything, you know, all like you would have this really nice confetti moment. So I picked a nice purple, a really nice bright neon green, this really vibrant orange, and a black. Now, the way I like to do confetti, and I think this is really great if you have kids as well, I like to hold them upside down so then you can see where you cut. And then I just move over to the side. And what's great too about these that they have a little catch tray so you can kind of keep them in. They don't fall out as you go. And then I like to go all along the edge. And then sometimes I go like all around, but then I just take my scissors and I just cut and then I start again. And I mean, even this is cute. I just made a bookmark. Can you believe it?
Oh my gosh, yes.
What? Look at me.
He's always coming up with something.
Yeah, so
folks.
then you can just start again. But I do like to use the same shape on different colors, just so you really get that variety. It's all about those little details that you might think people don't notice, but you know what? They actually do.
Yes, and what we also love to do is like whenever we're sending any snail mail, we always pop some confetti in our letters or gift cards, you know, just to really annoy people.
Oh my gosh, yes. Nothing's better than making people have to clean up after they open a
But I always
card.
think it just kind of takes any type of card or gift to the next level.
Yeah.
Because it's just a fun little element of surprise.
I'm just gonna go and do a few more. I also like to just grab a ramekin and then use that just so, you know, it's a little easier. But I mean, look at that. Look at the detail of that. How cute is that?
Very adorable.
Very cute.
Let's see, should I do another trivia question?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Every Halloween, Charlie Brown helps his friend Linus wait for what character to appear?
That one is an easy.
I know, this is easy. Every Halloween, Charlie Brown, good grief, helps his friend Linus wait for what character to appear. Ladies and gentlemen, they're all right. The Great Pumpkin, yes, the iconic Halloween classic. And you know, now we can make our own Great Pumpkin. That's a pinata.
I love that.
I made a Great Pumpkin doormat, excuse me, 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh, that's so
cool.
cute. What does it say? Does it say like, welcome, Great Pumpkin? That's really cute. So as you can see, I'm just making a ton of confetti. It goes by really quickly. This is another great activity. Make your kids like watch the Great Pumpkin and, you know, just get creative. What's great about these too is we're going to use some of these, specifically these circles in our in our pumpkin face. As I was saying that, I was thinking I use the star in the cat's eyes, just like as a little detail. Oh, that's like really washed out. Let me see.
Back it up a little.
Back it up, back it up. It's a little hard to see. You can see it on our blog or our Instagram, but there's a little star. It's the same color. It's these little details that really just take everything over the top, which is really nice.
Yeah, and just gives it more life, more dimension.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just gonna do a couple more just because I don't know. I find it so fun and soothing just to punch out all these things. But then I'm gonna start on the face. Now, I'm sure you can see that the face is just cut out with cardstock. But what's really great is that Fiskars also has circle punches. I think circles are the hardest things to cut. So I'm going to use this for the inner circle, which is really great. I love any way I can use a shortcut, I'm all about. But I'm actually going to get started on this if you think that's good, or do you want to?
Yeah, no, go for it. Go for it. I'm just
That's
gluing away.
really
I'm
cute.
gluing away. Yeah,
I
it's
like the
looking pretty
colors. They're very like.
cute. Teach me how to shimmy like you and Daddy do.
All right, so what I'm going to start with is our eyes. I'm going to do a bigger one. I am going to cut it out. Let's see. I don't know where my oh, here we go.
How do we find you on IG? Yes, thank you, everybody. I made a Great Pumpkin doormat. Yes, this is doormat. It was Linus waiting in the pumpkin patch saying, "Welcome, Great Pumpkin."
Oh my gosh,
Aww.
that's so cute. I need to see that. So for this, I'm going to actually just fold it over just so I can get two circles that are the same size. And when I'm thinking about what I like about the pumpkin is that it really does not need to be perfect, because I'm thinking it's a carved pumpkin, you know, so it's a hand carved jack-o'-lantern.
Yes.
So I'm just going to cut out the eyes, and I'm going to cut them out pretty big. And again, for me, when I'm creating something like this, I'm thinking about layers of different colors just to add a pop. This could easily all be black and white, but I thought, why not just add a pop of purple? Why not just add a little pop with the confetti cutter with just a little orange gleam in his eye, you know?
Yes, that's what I love about Halloween. You know, Halloween, you can kind of get away with anything.
Yeah.
You can pick any colors that you like. You can make something that's hideous and it will be beautiful, you know? And whereas Christmas and, you know, those type of holidays are a little more polished.
Yes.
So we always love crafting for Halloween because you can just kind of do whatever you want. There are no rules.
And these are really my favorite scissors to cut detail with. And Holly, I'm so sorry, I forget what they're called. I think they're the
micro tip.
Micro tip,
Whoa.
thank you. And as you can see, they are black, so that means they are also non-stick, which is really great. So these I love to use all the time. That looks pretty good. And I will say, this is kind of always my cutting tip. Turn the paper, not the scissors. So as I'm going to cut it down just a little bit to show you, I'm just taking my the hand that I'm holding the paper with, and I'm just turning it just like this. So it's a little easier to get a rounded edge. But I'm not going for perfection here. That's what the punches are for.
Yes.
There we go. So I have 2 eyes. And now I'm going to use the puncher for the black pupil. And again, it has the catch. It has the catch little like tray just so it doesn't pop out. So then I can just open it. And here we go. I mean, come on,
Cute.
that was so quick.
So I'm kind of
my
finishing up my pumpkin here.
gosh, that
It's
is
looking
so
pretty good.
cute.
So for the sides, again, I'm just going to kind of do the same thing. I didn't do the back, like I told you. I'm cheating a little bit just for the sake of time. You know, you just want to do smaller pieces and just start to layer just on the sides here to cover up, cover up, cover up. And then we're going to do a different color on the top for the stem. We chose black, but of course you can use green, you can use purple, blue, whatever you want, whatever matches your aesthetic.
Yeah, you want to show that just like a little bit?
Yes. And then I want to get another trivia question.
Oh yes, Dennis, you're so good.
And I
at
just want to show
multitasking.
you the cat now. I know someone doesn't like our cat for some reason,
What?
but look at that little baby. He's right on our tissue paper.
Did someone really say they don't like our cat?
Well, no, everybody loves our
I
cat.
was gonna say.
I mean, he's
Don't cross the
honestly,
line.
He's changed our lives for the better.
It has. I think every animal does that, you know?
Yeah. Oh gosh, sorry. It's like, you know, that backwards thing. You're looking at one thing, you move it this way, you're like, ah.
I know. Here, I'm gonna hold it for you.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Yeah, so you just do the same thing on the sides. And as you can tell, this is not a read, Dennis. I'm not trying to be shady, but as you can tell, you know, this is not perfect over here.
Oh.
And that's fine. It really, you cannot, it doesn't pop out.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Yep, and just start layering again, just like the thing, but again, I'm using just smaller pieces and working my way up the side.
We love you, Teddy. Oh,
Oh,
yes, we do. I don't know if it was meant to be.
Franny, they found the templates on clip art. Yes, we use clip art. You know, if you never, that's always our go-to.
Our go-to, yeah.
Yes, because I'm not a great artist, but Andrew can draw. But I'm always like clip art. Free, any type of free clip art you can use or design. Why not? You know, it's there. You don't have to worry about it. And then you can actually find whatever you like, you know, and make it your own.
That's looking great. You know, while you do that, I'm going to cut the black fringe for you. And I'm actually going to show, I'm going to show another way to cut the fringe. So we have a piece of tissue paper right here. What I like to do is fold it and then just accordion fold it over and over and over.
Oh,
and
you're getting fancy on us, huh?
I'm going to do less fringe cuts. Now, Holly, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are fringe scissors. Is that correct?
Yes, G reminded me of that. So there's a quicker way we could have helped you guys out, but it is new. There are fringe scissors now available at Michael's as well. And I dropped those in the chat.
Oh, awesome. You know, I didn't know if they were coming soon or they were there already. But, you know, this was easy too, this way. You know?
So then I'm just cutting, I just cut 4 slits and then, wow, look at that.
Oh, wow.
You know.
Master of the craft.
But fringe scissors are great. If you've ever seen them
They're really fun. They have
they are
like
really fun.
4. Actually, I think we have a pair somewhere, but
We do.
yes, but they have like 4 blades, so you can just do like snip,
Yeah,
snip,
very
snip.
like Edward Scissorhands.
Yes. Oh, let me look for another trivia question while we're
Okay.
doing this. You want to finish this one?
Sure.
We're almost out of time. I'm trying to rush.
Oh my gosh, you know, it
It's
just goes
looking
by
pretty
so
cute.
quickly.
I know it
is.
does. You know, and Holly, I don't know if we could say, but we're going to be doing a handful of classes next year.
Yeah.
So we hope you
One
join.
a month.
Yes, we're really excited. We've been brainstorming and chatting.
Yes.
So we hope you join us in the future for other classes with Fiskars. We even might try to do more giveaways, which
Yeah.
would be super fun.
Yes. It's going to be great. We're really excited. So we're really taking into account just like the calendar and what people want to craft during those months. We had a brainstorming session with Holly, which was really great. We're really excited for this upcoming year. Very excited.
I
So I'm
can't
just
believe
going
we're already
around.
talking about next year.
I
It's so
know, I
crazy.
know.
All right, here is a good trivia question. And this is one I did not know and I just found. And it's really beautiful because it's something new to me.
Oh.
It's what is the significance of seeing a spider on Halloween?
Oh.
What is the significance of seeing a spider on Halloween? Does anybody know?
I don't. I'm interested though.
Holly, terrible luck. Someone is haunting you.
Oh.
You know, that's what you would think. But here, what the computer is telling me is said, it is thought to be the spirit of a loved one watching over the person who finds the spider. I love that sentiment.
That's really sweet.
I love that. That is so beautiful. Because of course, you know, I'm terrified of spiders.
don't
But
know
now I can look at a
spiders.
spider and be like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
And then also I like this one here, which I think most of you will probably know. Is pumpkin a fruit or vegetable?
Oh, come on. All right, so now I'm going to continue working on the face.
Fruit.
Here we go.
Yep. Fruit is right. Yes. Apparently anything with seeds is a fruit, right?
Yeah.
But
there's
then we
something
started
about
Googling that and it got very complicated.
It did.
So Alana, is that how you say Ayana? Spiders in spirits means leaving your dreams. I love that.
Oh.
And Sarah said, if any of my ancestors came back as a spider, they better watch out. You know, I don't mind spiders as long as I can keep my eye on them. I like to know that we're like, I will check the corner. I'm like, okay, you stay there. You stay there.
Yeah.
As long as I can see you, I'm good.
I'm going to make this one slightly different from the one we made. It's going to be similar, but it's going to be a little different. So as you can see, I'm just cutting out the facial features. Again, my tip is turn the paper, not the scissors. Dennis is going to be like, I hear that every time you cut scissors. I tell him, maybe even if we're not like doing anything, I'm like, Dennis, don't forget. And then I'm going to, I mean, this looks so cute already, but I really do think the gleam in the eye takes it over the top. So I'm just going to use some orange and this hole punch that has, I'm sorry, the confetti punch that has the circles. And I'm just going to use those. And I'm going to start gluing everything down, actually.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful. And then of course, like I see some areas here that we missed.
Not that you missed.
Oh, wow.
excuse
Oh,
me.
okay. That I missed.
I would not have
But
missed
who's
an area.
keeping count? I
I
guess
am.
Andrew is. My goodness.
No, I'm just kidding.
Some Halloween. Just kidding. What's your favorite fall food? Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, you know what? I'm a big like we love
We
squash.
love
I feel
any
like
type of
and,
squash,
like
any
roasting
type of pumpkin,
squash
yes.
is like
Butternut squash, regular squash.
yes. The game squash.
Yes, we actually make every fall a pumpkin pasta, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
muy delicioso. And it's just like a little
I
bit of
saw
pumpkin
that.
puree. What happened? Did you mess up?
I
the
ripped it a little.
Oh,
I'm trying to
pumpkin
rush.
puree and like coconut milk, and it's so
Oh,
good.
yeah, it's really delicious.
Butternut
Alright.
squash soup. Oh my gosh, we're saying we need to make more soups
Yeah.
because I love
It's still
soup.
warm.
This one said pumpkin pie and butternut squash with sage. Oh my gosh, you're all making me hungry.
I know.
We had a bagel, of course, this morning because we're from New York, so we have bagels like every other day. But now I want some butternut squash.
Yeah. So I'm putting the gleam, and I was gonna just say, because I'm a big gleam in the eye, you know, I think it really, you know, it takes it over the top. The trick with the gleam is you want it to go in the same direction for each eye for it to look like a gleam. So I'm gonna do these in the same spot.
Very cute.
And that's just gonna it's gonna look more like a gleam. There we go.
All right, let me get our little twine here. Did you see where that went? Oh,
It's
here.
right there.
So, and then of course, you know, Andrew punched the holes in earlier. We're just going to use some fun baker's twine. This is a purple baker's twine we found that we think is so adorable. And you're just going to string it through the hole at the top of your piñata.
Gosh, it's coming together so cute. You know, again, it's all about these little details. The baker's twine matches the eyes, you know. That's also what I love about Michael's. You can just go and find so many.
Yes, a wide
Find
variety of
everything.
like, yes. I don't know how we did this last time.
Here, you want me to do it? Wow.
So cute. There's a little extra gleam there.
Oh,
That
gotta
can
shake it
set.
off.
Very cute.
Very cute.
And then
very
actually
cute.
we want to add some details with some ribbon, and I'm going to use my gift paper cutter
to cut it.
to
Yep.
cut the ribbon. And actually this has a curling feature, you know, same like the scissors, you put the ribbon over and then slide your thumb and it will curl the ribbon.
There we go.
And I love this too, because again, the blade is already there. Where is the end of this thing?
You know, that's always the tricky part with ribbon. Where is the end of it? And who didn't, you know, how did we not find it? There we go.
Can you just clear this for a second?
Oh, how rude.
So I'm just going to use this. Again, it cuts right through. I can't wait to do my holiday wrapping with
Yes.
this little gadget. It's so cute.
It is. I was going to show. Are you going to do that? Or very nice. I have one right here. I think this is such a cute little topper for this. I'm picturing it like a vine, you know?
Cherry
How cute is
vine.
that?
It
Cherry
kind of looks
vine.
like Danny Zuko
Hey,
from Greece. Hey, where's Sandy?
I was gonna say, if you, I'm just gonna glue it right here. How cute is that?
Adorable.
I think my fingers have more glue than the actual
I know,
glue.
yes.
So
Now, of course, like we said, you would want to wrap your whole piñata.
Yeah.
We only did the front just to kind of make it through the class time. But your flap here, what you do is you just fill in. We put ours with confetti, some candy, Starburst, Smarties, you know, Swedish fish, whatever you like. And then you can just kind of cheat it. You can just plug it in, or just, I mean, I didn't finish doing the tassel there just because
that's
of
okay. I
time.
don't think.
But yeah, you really can't tell the difference.
I'm just gonna sprinkle this confetti around just so you can see. I
Yeah,
know we have a
so
bit of a
cute.
messy table today, but like as you can see, it is so cute. Now I did want to show you one thing before we go. Well, actually two things, because as you can see, you might have some spots that are a little long. Just give it a haircut. That's what we always like to say. Just trim a little bit of those pieces of fringe. It's really going to help it look more like the shape of a pumpkin if it's looking a little too wild. And I also wanted to show you this tool.
Yes, Christy just said, just ordered the fringe scissors. Yes. You're going to love them.
You know where the cat is?
The cat? This cat?
Yeah, no, like,
Oh.
oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. The cat is on
The cat.
our cat pinata. Can you believe that?
Classic Teddy.
Classic Teddy. Okay.
I hope I win
Well,
the
that's
giveaway. Oh my gosh, we hope you win too. We're going to pick a giveaway winner
Yes.
probably the beginning of next week, and then we'll get your information to Holly and she will mail out your packages right away. She's great with sending stuff, and you're going to love them, and it'll be there just in time for the holidays.
Yes. I was just going to show, I made the whiskers on the cat because I do think
yes.
the cat is
This
a little,
is a nifty
and
little gadget.
Holly,
too.
sorry, I forget what this tool is
Wait,
called.
I have it right here.
Oh, you have her. Oh,
Yes,
there it is.
that is the Score Smooth and Curl tool.
You got it.
I love this tool so much. And what I did was I made the whiskers. Poor Teddy's sitting on the cat. So I can't really show it to you, but it has this really nice curl. And all I did is I took my fingers and just lightly, just like dragged it on. And if you can see, that curl is really great. And I just glued the whisker on like that. It really is another detail that is just so great. And this tool is a lot of fun. It's really multi-purposeful, which is also really great too, because we're always looking for, you know, using things more than once. Kelly, I guess you can bring us up to ourselves again. Woo! Hello. So, as you can see, our cute vintage style party boxes. I mean, these are really so fun. Yes. If you do end up making one, please tag us, tag Michaels, tag Fiskars, use hashtag make it with Michaels.
Yes, and actually, if anybody wanted to show off their project, if you were crafting with us, we would love to see it. I'm watching here. I can see you if you want to turn on your camera. Of course, no pressure.
No pressure.
But we always love to see what you're making.
Show the class what you made.
Yes, hold them up, students.
And you can have Kelly. I don't know if she's able to
yes.
highlight that.
Margaret, yes. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Margaret got to a great start.
What is that there? Kristen, what do you have?
Margaret, that looks great.
And
we know it's time consuming. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so fun.
That is so cute. That ghost is adorable.
That's really cute.
It looks like you taped it really well too, which is really great.
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, but we had so much fun. We also have the full tutorial on our blog. What?
I had so much fun.
I know, it went fast today. But if you want to review how to make the project, you can go to craftylumberjacks.com. Or also, again, this video will be on YouTube in 2 days. Yes. You can revisit it if you need to. Last, I'll plug the giveaway one more time. We're doing a giveaway on our Instagram, Crafty Lumberjacks. You'll see the picture of the pinatas and the giveaway there. You just have to tag a friend and follow us. We'll probably pick a winner Monday, I think.
Yeah,
a good day.
Yeah, but
so
it's actually going to be closed. It's going to be closed
after the class.
After the class. But we had, I mean, this was
oh my gosh, great. We have another one. Jose. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh, I need to see it. Let me see, Jose.
So good.
Oh my gosh, you're so far ahead.
Wow.
That looks great. Wow.
That's awesome.
That's so good.
The future crafter. I love it.
You know, nothing makes us more happy than when we get to craft with others and, you know, we just share inspiration. I love that. I'm going to go make a ghost after this.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining us. Again, thank you to Michaels, Fiskars. We hope to see you soon in some of our other live classes.
Yes.
Have a safe and happy Halloween.
Enjoy
Be sure to send us pictures. We love seeing all you dressed up, all your decorations, all your decor, and have a happy Halloween.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining.
Bye.
Bye.